In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain.
These pairings are always so interesting, but I guess it might be a spoiler to talk about if you two share scenes or not.
Yeah, is it? I mean, we've been speaking about it. Yeah, we share a pretty big scene together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that, you know, from the history of the books, I think people know what our characters mean to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Zendaya, obviously we got like a little preview of Chani in the first film, and then you came back. You know, you got a little taste of the desert too, being there for a couple of days. Did that sort of prepare you for the scope and scale of what was to come?
I don't know if anything could prepare you for what is Dune. But yeah, I think the first time I was there, it was obviously just a short, brief amount of time, and I really appreciated being there, and everybody was so welcoming, and it was such a special experience that I really hope that there would be a possibility of coming back and getting to know the character more and getting to live in her a bit more. So yeah, this was, you know, definitely a dream, and being able to work with Denis on something that I think he's so passionate about and so excited about was really special. And from every single department, you know, they all, I think, also in many ways contributed to the character, every character, right, equally, and helped build something that I was really proud of, or proud to be a part of. Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
What were you excited about joining this sort of wild?
Just to step into this world. I think I speak for everybody when I say that the first movie was just truly mind-blowing and unbelievably exciting to see what was going to come next. I really wanted to be a part of the second movie, or just like if there was a second wink of anything, and then it happened. But you really do, you get to be a part of this transformative experience, and you walk onto sets like this, and well, I didn't, but you know, you walk onto the sheer size of sets like that, and you just get to be around such dedication and such love and passion and such talent, and that was just, you know, it's a dream. It's like, it's honestly like Disneyland for creatives. It's like you get to be in the happiest place of all. Yeah.
Well, I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
This film is so full of really wildly complex, different female characters. I mean, Chani even has a friend who we get to know. I mean, that seems so rare for a sci-fi property that's 60 years old. I don't know. I mean, was that part of the draw about this story?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we've been kind of discussing today, that we feel like while they are all, you know, powerful female characters, what does power really mean, and what does being strong really mean? And I think each of them, I think what to me at least makes them strong or makes them interesting is the fact that they are multidimensional, that they're complicated, that they're complex, that they're full characters, right? That there's no just one side to them, or unless if we do see one side, we clearly peek around the corner and there's a lot more to them. And I think that Denis does such a good job at making sure that every single one of us is taken care of in that way and has something to dig into and to feel complicated about. And I don't know, I find it fascinating. You can't always quite read every character. Maybe they are very outspoken, or maybe they're quiet, or maybe they're, you know, maybe you hate them, maybe you love them, maybe you feel both ways about them. You know, you can't tell what their motivations are. You know, that's really fun.
Yeah, and that, I mean, they're also wounded. They've got weaknesses, and that drives their power of why they want more or why they're trying to take control over it, like humans, you know. And I think that's what's been really wonderful about doing this movie and having these female characters. Yeah, they are strong, but they are also so multi-layered and so realistic, despite the fact that they are living in a futuristic world. And they are defending themselves, defending their families, defending their country, their culture, their, you know, whatever it is. They are unbelievably passionate for the thing that they need to protect. And that's where their power comes from.
When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
You've said that you and Timothy were able to become friends in the interim, and how did that sort of translate into Chani and Paul on screen?
There has to be a level of comfort, obviously, because we're trying to build this love story for these characters, and Denny really, that was something he flagged from the beginning. He was like, we need to be able to track somehow amongst all the very high stakes and very intense things happening in this film, we need to be able to track a love story. Mm-hmm. So it kind of became up to the three of us, I feel like, to find those moments and to really earn, and that's what I appreciate about the love story, is it is earned, mm-hmm. right? They don't just meet and she's just immediately smitten or anything like that. This is a real wall has to be broken down, mm-hmm. A real sense of trust, and it's not easy for her to love him. In fact, love feels like it's getting in the way.
Yeah.
So that was always kind of something that we really wanted to dig out and to focus on and to track and be kind of cognizant of, no matter what was happening.
Yeah.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
What was it like sort of coming together with the whole ensemble to sort of watch them have that crazy fight, which sounds like it wasn't as intense in person as it was on the screen too. Yeah.
I think it was quite intense.
Very intense.
Yeah.
In person. What was it like? It was to go to work and have that many people in one room that you have admired, watched, followed, appreciated, learnt from, studied, rewatched their movies, and they're all in a room and they are also feeling the same way about everybody else in the room, has this fizzing energy that can only at that point, you hope, create greatness. Because like when that many people are that invested in being there and that in love with this process and with the day, it really makes you just want to do it again and again and again and again. And we got to for a week, and it was just truly one of the highlights, I think, of my career, being in the space of so many amazing people. Yeah. And then it's wild that in between takes, after like all of these like fighting scenes, in between takes, we're all just going like, hey, yeah, blah, 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 like showing each other stuff, and it was just mad, wonderful and mad.
Yeah, I mean, being siloed though with Christopher Walken and Charlotte Rampling it's not like a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's very impressive, and it's very, just to watch them, they just ooze. They are regal. They are regal. Yeah, it's kind of, I working with like older actors, it's just always, it's such a pinch me moment. Yeah. Just to watch them up close, it's so magnificent.
Are you sort of excited about like Oppenheimer sort of creating like almost $1 billion for that, and like Dune 1 did really well, but like it was still a weird time, and like I don't know, it just feels like there's a new energy with movie going, maybe, and large screen movie going.
Yeah, I think everybody is desperate for entertainment. I think everybody is desperate to get back to the theatre, as we've just learned from Barbie and Oppenheimer this summer. I think everybody has now probably got like a newfound respect for what movie theatres should have, and that we should go and watch them on big screens, and we should go and listen to the score on big speakers. And it's movies like Dune and all of these epics that are coming out that really are saving, as Margot Robbie said the other day on I can't remember which awards show it was, but it's saving cinema, and it's making it important.